What's a great TV show that nobody talks about? The original The Tick cartoon. The Detectorists. Extremely dry and very British, but a really heartfelt and lovely comedy about some metal detectorists in Essex. Also forgot to mention, I think The Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd Margaret was absolutely hilarious, but I've never met anyone else who knows what it is. Edit, holy shit. Probably my second most liked comment ever, and also my second gold in 10 years of Reddit. I can't believe it's because of Todd Margaret. Thanks for the gold, although I'm not sure what it does. Party down, incredible cast and humor. You're the worst. 10 out of 10 in my book. It's hilarious and every episode hits. The writing is incredible and it is perfectly cast. Whole series is on Hulu. The Great. It's great, hilarious and charming and occasionally a true story. No one ever mentions Derry Girls. I think it's funnier than half the stuff popular RN. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was better than it had any business being. Netflix kept suggesting it to me and I was like, no please stop, but then one day I was really stoned and was like, fuck it, show me what you've got, and boy howdy I'm so glad I did. It's funny, smart, a little soapy, which I appreciate when you want action that doesn't feel life or death, and then boom, huge amazing depictions of mental health struggles and toxic parenting. I have literally discussed the song, Maybe She's Not Such a Heinous Bitch After All, with my therapist on multiple occasions. Is it cheesy? Yes. Is it good? Yes. Should you give it a try? Yes. Most of Brian Fuller's stuff, other than Hannibal, which did get some traction. Dead Like Me and Pushing Daisies were both top tier. Russian Doll. Nobody in my life talks about that show. Loved it. Miracle Workers, all seasons of it. Every person I've put onto this show loves it. Counterpart. Great cast and acting, cool story, 2 solid seasons. Better Off Ted was unceremoniously killed before its time, with ABC citing a lack of viewers. It pops up from time to time on Reddit, but being from 2009, it's largely out of the cultural sphere these days. Which is unfortunate, because Portia de Rossi in particular is incredible in it. I was looking for a good clip to show the best of this show for people who haven't watched it before, and the Jabberwocky presentation, linked below by a brilliant person, is probably the single greatest example of the show I can think of. As a few have been asking, if you're wanting to give it a shot, it's on Hulu right now. American Vandal. Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency. Hidden gem. I really liked The Nick. Sliders is a show that was supposedly popular in the mid-90s yet is sadly forgotten. The first 3 seasons were awesome. Surprised no one in this thread has brought up Better Off Ted. Russian Doll. Warehouse 13. Black Books. Suburgatory. Halt and Catch Fire. The Terror, Season 1 is amazing. Gallivant. Edit. Wow, didn't expect to come back and see so many updates. Glad the show still has a lot of fans. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Patriot on Amazon Prime. Amazing show that got like no buzz even when it was released. Stephen Conrad makes great shows. For that matter, Perpetual Grace Limited is another good one made by him as well. Couple of my favorite shows. They've just got a certain flair that is hard to explain. I don't think I know one other person that's seen either of them, but there is a cult following that I see pop up on Reddit occasionally. How to with John Wilson. Good Omens. I love a feel-good British comedy. Spartacus. First couple of episodes are terribly bad, but then it somehow turned into one of the best piece of drama, treason and action you could ever wish for. A friend begged me to try it out saying it was amazing and I was really turned off at first, but it somehow goes from complete garbage to absolute must-watch in the span of its first season. Travelers. I feel like Justified has not received the attention, recognition that it deserves. That show was solid all the way through. HBO's Carnival extremely otherworldly and atmospheric. I liked Black Sails and I hardly see it on people's good shows list. Kim's Convenience. Canadian show about a Korean family in Toronto. Orphan Black. The acting of Tatiana Maslany alone is worth the watch. Hard to believe all those characters are the same actress. The Leftovers is fucking amazing, yet I almost never come across anyone who has seen the show. Are You Being Served? Old series but absolutely hilarious if you're a fan of British comedy. So many episodes that are just as funny if not funnier after watching it again. The only sitcom I've had more repeat viewings of is Seinfeld. Mission Hill. Just too ahead of its time. Spaced. A sitcom created, written and starring Simon Pegg and Jessica Hines and is directed by Edgar Wright, all of which went on to work on Shaun of the Dead. Hines had a small role in Shaun, Hot Fuzz and The World's End. Nick Frost also has a role in Spaced. Shame it only had 2 seasons, but every episode is great. Another show which I see no one talk about is Nirvana the Band. The show started as a web series but made its way onto Viceland as an actual TV series. It's really worth a watch, but it's really hard to find a place to watch it due to licensing rights. Netflix's Dark, 2017, time travel, great characters, mysterious villain, the works. Northern Exposure. Orphan Black. Taskmaster UK. It's the best show on television. Derry Girls. Rome was a show about, you guessed it, Rome. It was significant other good, but it was on HBO and didn't get much traction until after it was cancelled and the set was destroyed. 2 amazing seasons that end on a cliffhanger, so you will wonder about it for decades, like I have. Norseman. Vikings themed, as dark as Game of Thrones. The very first 5 minutes is old people's jumping to their deaths, but tons of deadpan gallows humor jokes about the diverse situations they are in. Mythic Quest. If you're a fan of Always Sunny in Philadelphia and video games, you'll probably enjoy it. Eureka. Despite being one of, if not the Sci-Fi Channel's most popular show in the mid-2000s, I hear no mentions of it elsewhere. Which is a shame. This show is amazing. Fringe. I will never stop recommending that show.